so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Ms. Sharp, owner and founder of Dreams Gone Mobile, and I want to say thank you to everyone that has subscribed to my YouTube channel. It's continuing to grow and I'm so excited for the future and all the information that I'm going to be sharing with you, the people that I'm going to be interviewing, because we have so much stuff to cover. It's like an abundance of information and it's never going to stop. So if you haven't already done so, make sure that you click that like and subscribe button. That way, every time I make a new video, you have a notification on your phone. For those of you who didn't notice, I did not post a video last week. So if you have any confusion or don't know why I didn't post, I did post it one time this week that I was not going to be posting this week and that the following video would be today's video. The reason for that is because I had to take a big break from a guide that I had launched on Valentine's Day, and it's called From Launch to the Bag. For those of you who do not know what that is, it's a guide that I created that I put half off on Valentine's Day for those who are starting a food truck business or already started one and want to be successful. It's not the same thing as a free ebook that I have because a lot of that is for beginners, but for those who are really adamant about starting a food truck business and want to be successful, or the ones who have just launched or passed inspection, this guide is for you. So I created this video as a quick summary on what to expect on the guide so that you know if it's a great fit for you. In the guide, there are 7 chapters. And in these chapters, each one has a divine purpose. The first chapter talks about how I got started. It talks about my background. It talks about the industry, where I began all this knowledge. I've learned so much information regarding the industry alone when it comes to the restaurant business and when it comes to the food truck business. So it's super exciting to share that with you just so you can have a little insight on my background. The second chapter that we discuss in the guide is finances. We discuss budgeting, we discuss costs, we discuss a whole bunch of things when it comes to starting your food truck business or if you've already started and what to do. Because when you start a food truck business or any business in general for that matter, it is super important to be disciplined with how you spend your money and what you're going to invest into it. Another cool thing about the finance chapter is that I enclose an action plan template. If you've never heard of an action plan before, it's essentially a business plan catered specifically for the type of niche that you're going to be in when it comes to the food truck industry, what you're going to be serving, whether it's food or beverage or some type of dessert. And we go on a timeline and we break everything down from A to Z on how to get started and how to get to the point that you want to be at. So what's cool about it is that if you don't know anything about the food truck industry, this is definitely something I highly suggest. Now, if you want to do it yourself and you want to learn how to build an action plan, I enclose an example on the actual guide. So make sure that if you want to learn more about that you download the guide with the link below. The third chapter that we discuss is building my food truck. I do actually explain a little bit about how to build your own food truck in there. So if you're in the midst of trying to figure out if you want to build it yourself or if you want to go through a builder, I kind of do a quick summary on how to do it. I've shared my journey, how I got started, and what it entails in order to have a sufficient food truck business. The fourth chapter discusses marketing, and that's probably a bulk of the guide. And the reason for that is because obviously, when we get into the food truck industry, we love what we do. We want to cook, but we also want to make money. So marketing is an essential tool to have within your business. And the reason for that is because, hey, how are we going to make money without marketing our business, without connecting with other people, without networking, without going out there and doing events or being posted up and posting every single day or whatever the case may be, right? So marketing is going to be a huge chunk of this guide. We break down so much information, things that you can do, people that you can connect with, how to do it, the way to do it. I even have ways to reach out to people when it comes to marketing your business. So that part is probably the most essential part of the guide. And again, it's all because we obviously want to be able to excel in this business. We want to strive in this business, and that's the way to go about it. Chapter 5 discusses food truck business setup. Now, food truck business setup is not what you might think it is. It's essentially everything that you need in order to operate efficiently. I can't tell you how many times so many people have forgotten something that they didn't think that they needed, but then eventually they learned the hard way. So this is just kind of like a little checklist on everything that you need in order to operate efficiently, what to do, how to get it, and where you can get it from. So take your time on that chapter because you never know what you might need. Chapter 6 discusses becoming an employer. It is one quick summary, one page literally, that talks about when it's time to actually start paying yourself and paying others. If you have any specific questions that you want to discuss on payroll, I highly recommend checking out the resources that we enclose in the guide. And also, on top of all of that, what's cool about this is that you can actually click down below in the link in the description and discuss it with our tax professional, XPRESS Tax Refund. And they will discuss everything when it comes to paying yourself, when it's time to be from an LLC to an S Corp, or if you want to learn more information about that, make sure you check out our previous video that discusses taxes and all those things that you need when it comes from an LLC, S Corp, and all that stuff. Finally, chapter 7, which is probably my favorite chapter, is the exit strategy. Yes, it's the exit strategy. So it's basically a summary of what you need to do if you no longer want to be in the food truck business. There are at least 20% of my clients who start the food truck business and within a year they shut down because it's just not for them. And unfortunately, that's just a reality. This isn't for everyone. So instead of putting your money out and just throwing it in the garbage, you can actually go ahead and start making passive income this way. And there's different ways that we actually enclose in that final chapter instead of just selling your food truck and getting rid of the business as a whole. And this guide is basically my entire life and what I've done in the food truck industry as a whole, from becoming a builder to creating passive income to now having a food truck park in Tampa, and eventually I plan to expand. So this is just like my guide and my tools and everything that I'm sharing with you for just 25 bucks. So if you haven't gotten the guide, make sure that you click the link below. That way you're able to take advantage of all the information and all the knowledge that I share on here. And don't forget to book your free consultation. It's a one-on-one 20-minute call with me on any questions that you have. Now, I would recommend that you read the entire guide, write down all your questions. That way, when we do hop on a call, you are ready to get started. With that being said, thank you everyone for tuning into my YouTube channel. I hope that you found this video helpful. And if there's any topic that you would like for me to discuss, comment down below on the topic and we'll make sure to make a video on that. I definitely needed to take a break from last weekend, but I'm back on the grind and super excited. But make sure that you take advantage and stay tuned for next week's topic. If you're not already following me on social media, make sure that you follow me on all platforms. That's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of those under Dreams Gone Mobile. Visit my website at dreamsgonemobile.com and you could book a free consultation if you do want to have a one-on-one with me, and I'll be an open book to you. That way we can help you with your food truck journey. See you all next week.
Baby girl, you are so pretty.